And once again, the best part of the show is over. Thank you guys for showing up.
I'll have a good night.
See you guys next week.
Have a
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for showing up. We appreciate it.
Oh, Robert.
How's
Been a
everybody
long
doing
week.
today?
Do what now?
But how's everybody doing today?
I've been doing all right. Can't complain.
What?
It's been steady today.
Huh?
Huh?
No, I've been feeling like crap all week, so.
So you look like you feel like JB looks, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
It happens to the best of us.
I'm just giving you shit,
It really
JB.
does.
Yeah, I know.
Light week on.
Yeah, there wasn't shit. There wasn't shit this week. There was a couple things here and there, but nothing
I found these.
crazy.
Oh, where'd you find those at?
Target. They're
Really?
Target exclusives right now.
The Target restocking the 97 Wolverines exclusives, huh?
They made Rogue and Wolverine exclusive to Target. I have a couple cases of each of Cyclops and Gambit coming in here into the store. Unfortunately, I don't have access to that since they're Target exclusives, which is a pain in the ass. So I found an extra one for me and one for a friend of mine. So I picked them up.
Well, I appreciate it. When I'll be getting that?
If I would have known, I mean, shit.
Oh, I actually got one sitting on the shelf.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's not so much the figure that I like. I mean, I have the figure loose, but it's that unmasked kid, man, that just sells it. So much like the cartoon. I mean, for me, that's the selling point of that figure. But I wanted one carded, so I was like, well, now that they come out, I got it.
I wouldn't say no if they redid Rogue, because the head sculpt on the Storm. The head sculpt on the Storm was terrible. It looks like Jada Pinkett Smith
wearing a wig.
I wish they would have done a full head of hair instead of mohawk, but I mean, it is what it is. Choices,
Yeah.
you know.
And I'm not crazy about the Rogue's head either.
I mean,
I was thinking about going with a Jada Pinkett look for this this custom.
ooh, she bald.
Old.
The person you can ask what the preference was.
What?
The person you can ask by the reference for all that.
Hey, we know how Matt likes his women now. Mm-hmm.
Bald.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Well, some things I got in this week, I wasn't even paying attention watching the tracking. I got the Ramen Toys He-Man heads, they're new ones.
Oh, cool.
Masterverse, which sculpt-wise, they look good. Problem is, the eyes absolutely suck. They just did there's no details on the irises or pupils. It's just black. You got white, a black line over top the eye, white, and a black dot on each side.
Wow, that's
Still very Filmation-esque.
very,
That's what
very
it
80s.
Their previous ones they did detailed eyes, the Dolph Lundgren heads.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen like the pictures, like stuff like they had the white dots. Like, surely they're not going to leave them that way, but they left them that way. But they look pretty good though, sculpt wise.
Oh wow, it looks pretty good.
The irises I think are a little too close together, kind of give them like cross-eyed look. So I will be repainting the irises.
That looks like a caricature of Arnold Schwarzenegger with a wig.
That's what He-Man is.
Yeah.
Well, the whole principle of like the He-Man, they were originally going to make Conan toys, and they realized Conan's a rated R movie. Then they're like, we need to do something else. And it started to like them basically pulling He-Man out of their ass. They're like, it's like every time they would like meet with a vendor, it's like, vendors like concerned, like, this is a new property. How are we going to sell this to kids? Oh, we're going to be doing mini comics and all the figures. Then another vendor like they tell another vendor, oh, we're going to be doing a cartoon. And the guy partnered with them and was going to talk to the vendors was like, we are.
Yeah. I gotta love that. It was with the toys that made us, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. I love all that behind the scenes stuff you never knew about your favorite toys, all the BS that went on to get the stuff made that we love, you know?
I really like the toys made us, except for when they interviewed Brian Flynn. They made it like he's the person who actually came up with the concept of Master Universe Classics. And he took full credit for it too, like in that little interview. And he hadn't, at the time when they did that, he hadn't even made the first figure yet. He just got the license from Mattel.
They didn't interview Scott Knightley for that, did they?
No, they interviewed Brian Flynn, who had nothing to do with Master Universe Classics, who just got the license to do it for Mattel.
Mm-hmm.
But he acted like he was fully involved in the creation of Master Universe Classics.
Oh well.
Oh, I didn't tell you guys. I created Masters of the Universe Classics. Did you know that? Wow. I did.
I created Masters of the Universe Classics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And future classics.
Yeah. It was all me.
And past classics.
Me.
And prequel classics. Yeah. I created Star Wars with a Z. There you go.
Yeah. I'm the one that, I think we shared notes when they made Star Wars. We helped them out along.
Yep. And Lucas came around and put an S at it, and there you go.
Star Wars.
He made money. I didn't. So, oh well.
We know Star Wars was right first.
Yeah. I created Dark Vader, and then he calls it Darth. I'm like,
he had like some kind of lisp or something other, and then like this come up.
Yeah. But that's me.
What you opening there, Jared?
The only other package I got this week.
Ooh, it looks like something good. Oh, nice. Silverbolt. Do you have all the other ones?
The ones out so far. The two of the Liams are still on pre-order.
Oh, okay.
Age of the Primes. Of course, you can basically just. It comes with all the parts for Superion, and the limbs just attached, so you can actually have Superion just by having this.
Yeah, and the fact that you snap them in from behind on the legs, I was like, they should be in the front, But I mean, oh well, again, choices, I can't wait to see the Predacons.
Yeah, there's.
Hopefully they'll make him.
They're doing Bruticus, the Combaticons. Yeah. We got the Constructicons. I got the last two pre-ordered this past week. This week or last week they did the live stream. My head's been messed up this week. So
yeah, they didn't really do too many reveals for the last stream, and there was no portal.
We got the Megatron pre-order, the Studio Series Megatron, and the last two Stuffcons.
Megatron looks really good. I will say that. It looks really, really good.
It's
tank form, but still robot form.
You want to hear us just like bitching and moaning. It's like, oh, he's not a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Which I never
Speaking of Hasbro, did we hear what happened to a certain person on the Marvel design team?
Yes, Ryan Team was let go.
Yep. Why though?
Yeah, that is weird.
I mean, that sucks.
I know he had that like kind of odd interview with Unparalleled Universe, like when he called them out for like with Maximum Hulk not being all new tooling when they said it was going to be all new tooling, and but I don't know if that had anything to do with it or not, but I think it's just them.
The budget cut stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure you could let go somebody else, not somebody that's on the actual design team. That's stupid.
Yeah. he was been involved in the line so much that it's been so much improvements over the line. I don't know how much involvement he had on it.
And honestly, I like those three guys. I mean, they seem, dorky enough, friendly enough, but personable enough to where you enjoy looking forward to those live streams with them. And when they did that recent live stream with just Yoon and Dwight, and they're like, oh yeah, Ryan's not here, blah 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 blah. They didn't go into it, but I bet you anything, he was already getting the axe.
Yeah.
Which that sucks.
Indeed, and does.
Well, same thing with Scott Knight, like with Mattel. I mean, hey, he left Mattel. He went to Jada Toys for a little while, and then he went to another company, and then gone.
He went to, what was the company? It wasn't Jada, was it? It was
Jax.
I think it was Jax.
I think it was Jax. I knew it was one of them with a J, but and then after that, he just disappeared. He has his Spectre Creative or Creations or whatever on YouTube, but he doesn't really do too much anymore.
Well, he's kind of a blowhard too, because he makes stuff up and he's like, making stuff up, like pulling stuff out of his butt, and people believe him. It's like a Mattel losing the Master Universe license. They can't. They own it. It's not a license.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing it to mess with people.
Yeah, they license it out, but I mean, just like Hasbro owns Power Rangers, they license it out to Playmates.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't have to do any of the work, but yet they're making money off that license from Playmates.
Oh, that's what's been keeping Super 7 even afloat, because Hasbro keeps giving them like the deals to make stuff.
Yeah.
They farmed out the 3 3/4 inch G.I. Joes.
It's a smart way for a toy company to make money without having to actually make the figures. Let somebody else take all the risk, but I already got my money from the license agreement, so I'm good. If you make money, yes or no, who cares? But I got the license agreement. So I mean, it's smart from a business aspect,
Mm-hmm.
But you also have to remember the license that you license out to another toy company. Is that toy company going to make good figures? Will that damage the reputation of that line? So with Power Rangers, with Playmates, while some of their stuff looks okay, more kid-centric than collector, like Lightning Collection,
mm-hmm.
Will the line do well when it comes released at retail? Who knows?
It's very true.
But maybe people will be so hungry for Power Rangers stuff, they'll just buy it as soon as it comes out. That's another possibility. Based on my feedback here, I got people asking for new Power Ranger stuff all the time, and I'm like, well, Hasbro's not making anything. Playmates have got it. They revealed stuff a few months ago. When are we going to get it? That's the kicker. I have not seen solicitations go up for any of that stuff.
Yeah, their stuff is too more of a kid line too.
And that's fine too, but I haven't seen solicitations go up for any of that stuff yet.
Mm-hmm.
So when is it hitting? When are we going to get it? Are the tariff stuff just making it damn near impossible for them to do anything with the line? I mean, they bought into the license. Now they have to get a return on it. If they don't get a return on it, well, I mean, what's going to happen?
This is true.
Yep. I agree with everything Matt said.
And most people do. So I understand.
How you been doing, Matt?
Fine. Work. Just that's it. One word answer. Work.
Yeah. Well, I'm right there with you, my friend.
They get to chase down a psychiatric patient the other day. That was fun.
Ooh, nice. I remember that. Well, I used to work for a state medical facility.
I promise behave next time.
No.
Yeah, we had people trying to break out all the time.
Have you seen the mask stuff is looking really good.
It looks
Well, they
good.
just showed that picture. Oh, I'm sure you got it pulled up. The one, I'm blanking on the name.
The
Semi, yeah.
I've seen some pictures of it. It looked good. But, I mean, they're straight up re-releases of the original stuff. So, I mean, how hard is it to screw up that? You got the same old molds. Just make the stuff.
They are all new tooling though. They're a little more just.
They retooled it.
Yeah, this is all new.
Well, yeah, that tooling doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, I thought they were just straight up re-releases.
No, this is all new.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was under the impression that they were re-releases. Well, either way, they look good, so can't complain.
Yeah, no, it looks really good, but and it looks really good considering the fact that yes, it is new tooled stuff because there are no molds. Those molds don't fucking exist, so they did have to retool.
Well, if they exist, they're probably being used as a boat anchor in a bay in Hong Kong or somewhere.
Probably.
You know,
But that is literally actually what those ends up being. Like when they get rid of tooling.
yeah, it makes you wonder whatever happened to all the old molds. Like, say, for example, Star Wars. They're reissuing a lot of those old Star Wars figures from the 70s, so you know they held on to those damn molds. So it makes you wonder where all the other molds from all the other major toy companies, like Ninja Turtles from the late 80s, they remade the original line of those multiple times over the past couple of years. So they've held on to those molds. Those molds exist somewhere. They're probably sitting in a warehouse covered under an inch of damn dust. But
Well, they last year before, they found in South America country, they found a tractor and trailer or a warehouse sitting there full of unreleased mask product from the 80s, still in the box, never been touched. And it was like an entire warehouse or an 18-wheeler full of it.
Well, that same thing happened similar to that, but here in the U.S. I think it was somewhere in Ohio. I want to say this is when KB Toys were still open. That's how long ago it was. They found a small shipment, maybe a couple cargo containers full of original Transformers. They went clearance to KB Toys, like an Optimus Prime you could have picked up for like $6. I'm like, holy crap. When I heard about that, I was just like, chicken. They never hit my area because it was such a small amount. Probably hit the local areas up there. Man, can you imagine walking in and finding vintage G1 stuff for like a penny on the dollar? You know, I'm like, I would have bought every damn thing.
I've had that happen like a few times, like in the late 90s. In the late 90s, like these small little retail stores, you find stuff on the shelves like, holy shit.
Yeah. It's out there.
Yeah. It's some amazing stuff.
Well, there's a lot of people in Cincinnati, Ohio that work for Kenner that has a lot of like product samples and free stuff that they have in their garage that they've been sitting on for decades. And then, they'll sell it like at a garage sale or this and that, and somebody will come by and you remember that what was that guy's name? Oh my God, he was a little short guy, the collector, the toy hunter or whatever it was, toy hunter.
Oh yeah,
you know who I'm talking about.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
And
Jordan
Hembro or something like that. Anyways,
he did that show. He did that. I actually enjoyed watching the show, but I think the main reason he quit doing it because he was getting too known and people start like not giving them good deals no more. So it's kind of
Yep. But I mean, I know he would go through and make appointments with these like superpowers stuff. This guy had it in his storage on his back of his property, and Batmobiles and this and that. And he got it for like pennies on the dollar. The guy just wanted to get rid of them because he's had it, and he was old. He didn't give a crap about those stuff anymore. He just wanted to sell it, and I mean, he made good money off of it. I mean, but can you imagine that stuff is still sitting out there in somebody's garage or attic or something up north? Can you imagine all the treasures? Yeah, I understand exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Yep.
Exactly.
Dogs talking, people barking, so I was hoping someone else would be talking instead of just.
Oh, okay.
Turn up your phone, JB.
I didn't get what you were saying, but yeah, JB's been ignoring us all night. We should just cut his video feed.
JB hadn't said
I was
shit.
putting this together. I was putting the Lucky's Transformer. I was finishing putting it together, so that's why.
Dude, it takes less than 2 minutes to put one of those together. You okay?
I put it together. This one has got the new engineering where you can drop down his hips and he gets more mobility, like forward and back. So it's not just a swivel. So I was just messing with it. That's all.
So you're messing with his hips, huh? Now that just speaks volumes.
Matt's customizing.
What?
Customizing it. I was building.
How dare you accuse me?
When he's not talking and staring straight down, he's not paying good attention.
But I'm paying attention. I'm just not
listening.
looking
You
at
guys
the
were talking about
camera.
stuff. Wim was going about stuff being up north that he would want to collect, but it's all up north and he can't get it.
But yes, I am sitting here putting a coat of
Probably
paint.
already have it, JB. So that's why I don't need it.
Yeah,
I'm just saying for other people it'd be great.
I was listening.
You have to remember, I was around when this stuff came out originally, so I have some of it. You were just born, what, 10 years ago?
He's a fetus.
Yeah, a fetus with a hat and a few whiskers on his chin. You haven't seen what we've seen, sir.
I probably have.
That was Mask that was found like that.
I mean, if you guys want to see, I did work on a custom this week. I did at least one.
Lies!
I'm good.
Not true.
No,
Uh-oh.
it's a kit
I don't
bash.
believe you.
What's going on? How you been?
I've been alive. No, I got caught up trying to hang up a TV, and I ain't got the right hardware. And
Well, hey, talk about wrong hardware.
hey,
That's JB.
it's 2025. Okay, there is no such thing as wrong hardware.
Well, with JB,
Sure.
they make the exception.
Because it identifies as a TV mount. So therefore, you must respect it as such.
Oh man!
Found it here. Like it was in North Chile.
Wow.
Due to being stored away in a forgotten mass by Kenner, it was too popular at the time, but wasn't too popular at the time and too expensive in this part of Chile.
This is what my question is. How in the hell do you let that sit for the better part of, let's just say, 2 decades? How in the hell do you not know that stuff is there? You know? Looks like the Transformers stuff from
almost 4 decades.
Or 4 decades. How do you not know this stuff is sitting in your warehouse? You know? Look at that. That's insane.
Look at that.
Yeah, you know how many collectors would probably be like, I would kill for 1 box of that. You know?
If whoever's in the news, they had this, was able to get this stuff online, they probably be killing off this stuff.
Oh, yeah, if they, can you imagine? They're like, yeah, it's we're going to clear out this warehouse. If you want it, it's $1,000 for all that, just to get rid of it. Jesus Christ. That would be insane.
I mean, Quinn, you want to go take a trip to Chile?
Oh, yeah, I'll book a flight right now. Shit, man, that stuff's worth its weight in gold.
This stack right here would pay for a trip. Not the whole thing.
Shit. That's insane, man, to see that. And see, if they got stuff like this for the better part of 4 decades, imagine what else is out there that they haven't kept track of.
Oh, yeah. There's something somewhere like this.
Yeah. And not just here in the U.S. or Chile, other parts of the world, too. Just a warehouse that time forgot. You know, there's tons of that stuff out there.
What you working on, Matt?
Fantastic Four figures.
Yeah.
He's taking the hair off all of them.
Yeah,
Making them all bald.
Yep.
he's putting Pedro Pascal's head on all of them.
Every one of them.
But I did do a kit bash this week. I'll have got to figure out what I'm going to use of the spare parts.
You hit a kid?
Kingdom of the
You
Crystal
bashed a kid this week.
kit bash.
Why'd you hit a kid for?
Did
fucking
you
deserved
at least enjoy it? Sounds like fun.
You beat the hell out of that kid. That 10-year-old will never talk back to him again.
Never. We've all seen Jay and Silent Bob. It's an effective strategy. It is an effective strategy. No more trash talking on the internet.
Baby, let's see what you made.
It's Kit Bash Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, Indiana Jones.
Oh, nice.
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. So I just got to figure out what I'm going to do with the spare parts. It's the arms and the coat are from the Last Crusade, and then the legs are from the Last Crusade. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do with the other parts. Maybe I might repaint the other one, but this is what I've gotten to get the backpack and everything. So, and the funny thing is, I found that Last Crusade Indiana Jones at Ollie's for $5. So
you know what? Speaking of $5, I've heard, well, not heard, I saw some videos recently that a lot of the stuff that was $10, they're marking down to $4.99. So it's great fodder. Great fodder if somebody needs parts.
Yeah, there was a lot of Marvel Legends at my local Ollie's for like $5. So
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of Eternals and the Doctor Strange and the Madness.
The locally here, they've already had the Eternals down for $7.99 for a long time.
Yeah,
if they're like trying $5, just like, please take these. We've got
same thing with Black Series. There's it's Omega,
or as an actress would say, Omega.
Omega. That what is it? Fourth sister, fifth sister, whatever. Her. And there's a lot of the Carl Weather figures, Grief Karga. A lot of those are $4.99 right now.
I heard Grief's sister drives an Ultimate.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, here you go, Seth. I by the way, nowhere even close to done, but
nice.
It's getting there.
Is that all paint?
Yeah.
Dude, good job, man.
And then this is what I'm going with on Sue.
She's gonna be in her Malice costume, right? Oh no.
No. I decided to get rid of the skin on the costume. It's not done being painted yet. You can see it still needs more black on the arms, and I'm doing a blue band around the arms.
Yeah.
I think what I'm going to do with the new movie wave when it comes out,
I haven't.
there's
still a lot I got left to do.
Yeah, I'm going to touch up a lot of the gloves and boots and just make them all white. You know.
And I fixed Johnny's head because I don't like the paint on that Toy Biz. So I redid the flames on him.
Nice. It's nice to have an in between head like that.
Yeah.
They're all either completely transformed or just Johnny. What is it with?
I had to take all his flame effects off so that I'm gonna have to put them back on whenever he's done. But I took them off and I got glue. They were glued on, which was fucking fun getting that shit off. But I had to take all his flame effects off and shit, and I still got a lot to do. So,
what is Marvel's obsession with lighting people named Johnny on fire?
Huh? But I did get.
Maybe Johnnies are just dicks and deserve to get lit on fire. I don't honestly. I don't know.
I did get 2 things only this week. One order just came in like a few days ago. But I picked this up at a store this week. The SH Figure Arts Lightyear, Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, nice.
I dig it.
Oh, thanks for the compliment, Jared. We see what you're working on behind your keyboard.
But
everyone watching
your toys.
This is what Jared does behind his keyboard.
Well,
and then I got this. This was the one that I was waiting for. I got my.
It's more PG than what I do within you behind your keyboard.
I got the Storm Arena Ken Masters.
Oh, where'd you get it?
I got it from seller, so it came from China. So I got the international version. From China. I got it from China.
It's been the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals.
I'll open it up.
You're gonna send me that Buzz Lightyear, right?
No.
Okay.
We were under the impression that was going to be, on top of the Duke you sent.
I sent Sith pictures yesterday of G.I. Joe stuff, and he never responded back.
Well, that's
I've
because he
been
wants.
busy.
Well, that's because he wants the Buzz Lightyear. Okay, give him what he wants.
Well,
It's called strategery.
and there's this thing called jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, my lighting sucks.
I see your collection of half-naked men is expanding dramatically.
Here.
Oh man,
As it should.
this is gonna make me. Ooh.
I really like opening of the figure. I really do like it. It looks accurate to, of course, the video game, and this will definitely go good with Marvel Legends.
Oh.
I will say though, it does feel
Press
like
ham.
it does feel like a carbon copy of Jada. Most of the articulation is exactly the same as Jada Toys, other than the, of course, that little awful cut that they did and the toe hinge. I've got the Jada can right
Which
here.
one? Ken and Ryu, that hinge is hidden. So
Yeah. So I mean, that's what they look like with each other.
Those are the weirdest looking He-Man figures I've ever seen.
He come by He-Man.
So one is like a filmation. The other one's Mike Young in 2002.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah. But no, the figure is great. I like it. I'm waiting to get Ryu, so I'm waiting for him to come in. Hopefully, I'll get him soon. But
Ryu.
it's a great figure. Ryu. But which is better? I mean, Storm's over cheating by adding 2 new articulation parts, which is the toe hinge and that little ab piece. But really, honestly, one looks more like a premium figure, and the other one looks like a kid's toy, which again is $25, so it's supposed to. But this one feels. They both feel the same, basically. You're not going to really know a difference in terms of plastic. So really,
So the Storm Collectibles is
Here's something
PVC.
I'm taking a note too though.
yeah.
This
Storm Collectibles is PVC.
That is Jada's first
God damn it,
run.
answer my fucking question.
Do what? Let's let Jared quit speak. Let him say what he has to say real quick.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jared.
I don't know. I'm gonna get yelled at again. I don't know what I'm doing.
I wasn't yelling at you. I was yelling at JB.
I was just saying you got to think too with Jada Toys. This is their first action figure line,
Yes.
and they've already shown improvements on the newer stuff. Well, I'm sorry, no, I take it back. Their Universal Monsters was their first.
Yeah.
The Street Fighters. Then they had the serial mascots. Then Street Fighter.
Yes.
But they've been knocking it out of the park right out of the bat. But
Mm-hmm.
they're only going to get better. Storm has been doing this for over a decade. Not when the Storm Collectibles first started.
Yeah.
But 15 years ago or better.
Close to it, yeah.
So they've been doing it for a long time, and Jada spent most of their entire life as a company making diecast cars.
Mm-hmm.
Then all of a sudden, it's like they got a team, and it's like, hey, let's do action figures, and their higher ups said, "Cool, yeah."
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad for it.
And now after the Street Fighter stuff, they're like, why didn't we do this sooner?
Yeah,
Now, what was your
they're
question?
looking for more new properties, and I've heard nothing but great things about Tony the Tiger.
Now, Matt, what was your question? He's got a smoke.
What,
said,
JB? What?
so the Storm Collectibles, the Storm Arena is PVC.
Yes.
It is
Except
PVC.
the torso is a softer material, kind of like the Hulk figure is. It's not that rubbery, but it's still
You know the
soft.
difference between PVC and ABS, though, right?
Yes. I was just saying the torso is a softer plastic. Everything else is
What's the difference? Explain to us.
Which
what?
one is this piece? What is that piece made out of?
So, for
It's like-
instance, Mafex are mostly made out of ABS. They're made out of a thick ABS, but they're made out of ABS. It's a harder, more brittle plastic.
Okay.
Whereas PVC is the softer stuff that all like Marvel Legends arms and legs and heads are made out of, but their torsos are made out of a thin ABS, harder, more brittle plastic.
PVC, PVC,
PVC,
ABS
PVC.
is the torso, but everything else is PVC.
Okay.
So
Nice.
all this
I
is
prefer PVC. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, the only thing that you're going to get is the torso, is the ABS,
Overlay.
is the soft plastic. That's it. Everything else is PVC. So
Is it actually ABS or PVC, or is it the is it an overlay?
Is it CBD oil?
It's
it is
CBD oil.
it's like an overlay. The
What
torso
is
is.
the CPT codes on that? And did it come with a TPS report?
What about the THC levels?
What about the TPMS?
No, did it come with a TPS report for the CPT?
No,
No, it didn't. Oh, okay.
no. You see, look, the bottom of it is all in. It's all in Chinese, Japanese. So,
Just checking.
but I will give them this. I'm glad that they at least sculpted the belt black.
Don't make me break out the IT acronym glossary.
I was gonna say I'll give Storm this. I'm glad they sculpted the belt black and not painted it like Jada did with theirs. Because I saw one guy, he was reviewing using this Ken figure, reviewing the Storm, and his belt, the entire front was completely red, like the paint was gone. With this,
Why is he rubbing that man's belt like that?
I don't know, but the paint was chipped off of the belt on the Jada, but the Storm one is completely sculpted. So
Don't forget the TPU is all the rubbery stuff that leaks in the plasticizers all the time. There you go.
mm-hmm.
The oily looking discharge.
I'm gonna take out the belt and everything, and we'll see
Whoa.
how much range.
Hey, now look, we don't need to see what you want to do in your personal time with the shirtless man.
Oh, here's a good question. Are the heads interchangeable between it and the Jada?
Let me get just a second. I'll do that real quick.
But he's too busy undressing his dolls right now.
I need that X-Men 97 Wolverine that's in Quinn's shot.
The
right
heads are not compatible. The heads
now.
will
Not with that attitude, they're not.
Quinn said those are showing up at Target right now as they're getting reissued as Target exclusives.
but the skin tones, they do not match.
Well, I knew this.
That's
Yeah,
what
they
the
don't
camera's
match.
for.
Also looks retarded, but okay.
Now the Storm head, it pops on the Jada body.
That head is way too small for that body.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that you can do, but the Jada head, because the peg hole is too small, it will not fit. The peg is a little too
That's
big.
what you said.
So what'd you get this week, Sith?
This is a short week or a busy week.
Oh.
I got Krypton.
Oh, nice. I love that show. That show was really good. Like, I get some of the complaints about it. I do. There was especially in the first season, there was a little too much soap opera drama in it for me. But by the time it got to the second season and things started to solidify with Brainiac and Doomsday and bringing Lobo in and a lot of the other stuff, like the show really started doing well. And, you know, a lot of shows in their first season are a little bumpy. They're trying to find their way, like what they want to do, what storylines they want to focus on and things like that. So there was enough good in the first season that I was looking forward to the second season. Second season came out. I thought it was better. It had more stuff in it, more DC Superman stuff, and it was done well.
I like Brainiac.
Past some of the soap opera drama crap from the first season on who's he gonna marry, and he's, you know, betrothed to this chick, but he's in love with this chick, and then her dad, and like all that shit. They kind of fucking got rid of that, and we're just doing Superman style, you know, DC style stories. I thought it was really good. I was really pissed off when it got canceled because it was getting better.
One of the many like retcons and stuff like that, the DC Comics over the years, the origins of Superman stuff, it's Jor-El and Laurel like were considered like throwbacks because they actually fell in love and decided to have a child naturally, and when most of society is basically like
Engineered.
bioengineered and hands-off type thing, and kind of like a Demolition Man featured.
Yeah.
This did. I mean, this did. Have you, Jared? You seen Krypton? Did you ever watch it?
I didn't watch it.
So, like, it focuses on Superman's grandfather. So I'm blanking on his name right now.
I bet his last name was L.
Seg-El.
I think you're right. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check, but I think you're right. But it focuses on his grandfather and a time traveling plot where.
I think one of the things that turned me off on it was like on the previews when they showed like a human on Krypton. It's like that won't work.
Adam Strange.
It's Adam Strange, and there's a reason why. It's Adam Strange traveling through time, trying to stop the thing that's trying to prevent Superman from being born. He's trying to make sure Superman is born, so he goes back in time to talk to his grandfather to try and get things back where they need to be so that the future isn't destroyed by Brainiac, essentially. It's good. It's legitimately like I said, the first season was a little soap opera-y in some aspects, and then it kind of, but it was still enough good stuff in it. I liked it. And also, fucking great adaptation of Doomsday. Doomsday looked phenomenal in that show.
It was a show on Sci-Fi like a decade ago or something like that.
Yeah, it was like 2016, 2017, something like that.
Like
2018, 2019, according to the
2018.
Hard to think about though. Like I said, like a decade ago.
Yeah.
Almost. It's crazy.
So it was a good show. It only lasted 2 seasons. That sucked, and I think it did end on a cliffhanger, which also sucks. But still, it was a
Lobo.
Spoiler alert.
That's a good figure too.
Yeah,
I love this figure. This came in on Saturday, so I forgot.
And that's the multiverse, right?
Yep, this is the DC Multiverse. It's from the Lex Luthor Power Armor Build-A-Wave.
Yeah. That was a Walmart exclusive. That one and I think the Harley Quinn was Walmart exclusives, and they came with alternate parts for the Power Suit Luthor Build-A-Figure.
They came with different heads, right?
Yes.
Spoiler came with a different head, and I think, if I remember correctly, Harley came with mother box or a father box.
Oh, I don't have that. I'll have to look for that because I have the Lex. I got him complete, and he came with the other head sculpt. I didn't know there was a mother box. But
good evening, Justin.
And those were alternate part, extra parts you can get that were the Walmart exclusive. They weren't basically optional.
Yeah, I got her completely loose, but complete because I didn't really need. Like I said, I didn't need the Build-A-Figure piece, so I was able to save a little bit. I think she was like $17.
Watch yourself.
You know what I've been looking for, but unfortunately people are asking, like new prices for it. You remember the House of M Marvel Girl Jean Grey that came out?
Yeah.
One in her green dress. I mean, not the most spectacular figure, but I've been looking for her loose, if I can find her loose, because I just need her I guess the bicep arm pieces. So, but unfortunately, I haven't been able to find any of those. Not at a decent price, at least.
My local shop's got one, but I think they have it listed at MSRP.
Yeah, no.
No.
I just need parts.
Very nice. I love that Hawkeye. I wish we could have got. I know it went into. Jeremy Renner.
Jimmy, look at that. Look at that. You're into that, right, Jimmy?
I found these on Wednesday, I think. Wednesday when I went to my local shop, they had both of them. So I will get those to you whenever I get.
I know. I wish they would have given us a more. I mean, I obviously would have had to have been MCU-ized a little bit, but we should have gotten a costume like that for.
I think so. I do.
Don't know which channel it's on, but Justin Booth, just membership for 10 months. Good.
Thank you, sir. That's my boy.
It is.
That's mine.
We're streaming on like 5 channels.
Justin's one of mine.
Okay.
I popped a member chat in last night and got completely ignored. It was heartbreaking.
What
In your
chat?
chat, yours.
You were in my chat last night?
I was. I left a member chat. It was when you were talking about the Toyota Hilux.
Oh Jesus!
Mhm.
When me and Honda were going back and forth, that's because I wasn't
Yeah.
watching the chat. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
We'll fix that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
He's not in the chat anymore. Or he's a man event, so you can go back anytime.
I mean, I can come back in when I want.
Yeah.
Oh, I also picked this guy up,
Oh, nice. You've
Oh,
been looking for
dark
that one.
side.
the DC Superheroes version. So not the Build-A-Figure.
Yeah,
Which I like this version. I like his sculpt better than the Build-A-Figure.
I've said the same thing. If you could make him bigger,
If he was just bigger, yeah, that was the only thing. If he was just bigger, now he's still big. He's like 7 inches tall, so he's still bigger than all the DC UC figures and stuff. He's even bigger than some of my DC Direct figures. He's still big.
I think
But I'd like him to be a little bit bigger.
to the
you know what
Doomsday from that same. So that was sculpted for the DC superheroes line.
Yeah.
and they had a stipulation size limit on their figures. They could do it. That's why he's that size.
I mean, he's still, like I said, he's 7 inches tall, so he's still a larger figure. But
Scale up that Dark Side and Doomsday. Then he's freaking
oh yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I picked him up. Oh, I got this guy. I think I'm finished with him. With my, I don't even know what to call this version of Ghost Rider.
It's kind of a blend of multiple Ghost Riders.
Yeah, I don't know. He's
I
just
got the
something like-
Reyes metal skull deal going on.
Yeah, as I was busting out the paint the other day to finish it, I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do a silver skull. If I don't like it, I can just wipe it off and repaint it." And
Yeah,
I did it, and I
see the
liked it a
Deadpool
lot.
hands.
So I was like, you know what? I'm glad I did that because I like it. So I think I'm finished with him.
Deadpool's glad to have been part of it.
Right, there you go. It's Quiet Riot Ghost Rider.
I picked this up this week.
That's the Doomsday I was talking about. That's a nice one. I love the sculpt on that one. I just wish he was bigger.
That's what she said.
His big brother.
That's when Mattel did the big one. I like the sculpt of the big one, but I found he's almost like an
Well,
idiot scale figure.
They're almost the exact same sculpt. However, this one has more details on it. The smaller one has more detail than the big one does.
Well, Mattel wasn't even going to make
I
the
don't know why.
big one at first because they did like this stupid crowdfunding campaign, and the only one that funded it was the containment suit, and that kind of pissed everybody off because people wanted this one. If this was the one from the get-go, what you get, it would have both would have funded easily.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to fund a campaign and possibly not get the one I actually want. That's what most people's mentality is. It's like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My issue with so I got these two. I've got the DC Direct, which is also good.
and the packaging, the big one came in. It was SDC exclusive.
Multiverse Build-A-Figure, which is good. The problem is none of these. They have, as far as I can tell, never done an original Doomsday. The original Doomsday did not look like any of these. This is more of a 2000s era Doomsday with the fucking tusks.
That's the new two.
Yeah. These guys here, along with the DC Direct and the DC Superheroes, are all after he came back, after Superman came back to life. This is what he looked like, because in the original like Death of Superman run, he didn't have this on his back, and he didn't have a ponytail. And they have yet to make a 6 or 7 inch scale fucking Doomsday from the actual Death of Superman storyline. None of these are all after Doomsday came back, after Superman came back to life. That's when he got the ponytail and got the big piece on the back.
Yep, right here.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that
that's the DC Icons. It's $250.
yeah, it's ridiculously priced. And
I got one sitting on my shelf downstairs.
I have the Matty Collector Doomsday.
Yep, that's the big
which one? The containment suit?
That one and the regular one as well.
Because I've got the regular one right there.
Yeah, I got them both.
I don't have the containment suit one.
So here's the size comparison. What you got?
Yeah, I mean he's basically the same size as the DC Direct, that DC Icons one, which is right about 7 inches.
Mm-hmm. Do those DC Icons, do they fit in well, decently enough with like DC UC that are like a little
smaller?
They're like true 7-inch scale, except for a couple of them that came out right at the end of the line before the line got canceled.
You mean true 6?
And even then, it's not all the ones they put out towards the end. It's just a couple of them that are pushing that 6.5-inch scale.
Oh, that's the Essentials line.
Matt was talking about. He said 7-inch, but he meant 6.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
True 7-inch would probably work.
Was more in tune with Marvel Legends and DC UC. But Icons were a little bit smaller, which I like the Icons. I mean, they look great.
The thing is, the Icons are some of the best DC action figures ever as far as design and sculpt and all that. Mm-hmm. They're just too small to fit in with anything else.
Yeah.
So I was looking at
this is when they was running the smaller Superman body. The Rebirth Superman was a little bit bigger than this one.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've got the Rebirth Superman, and he's still fucking tiny.
Yeah. And that was even smaller.
Yeah, I was looking at Supergirl and I was looking at Nightwing.
Yeah, Supergirl.
The only one I have found that fits in with my DC UC and the rest of my 6-inch scale stuff is Wonder Woman. She's like the tallest figure that is in. She's the tallest one in that whole line.
Oh yeah,
and she's actually like 6.5 inches tall. She works great with other 6-inch scale lines. She's the only one I've found like that.
All the females from Icons line fits in perfectly with DCUC.
Okay, here's the
they're true 6-inch scale comparison. I mean, they're 6 inches tall. Like everything's 6 inches.
Okay.
I mean, it's marginally different, but
because I feel like aren't DCUC just a hair smaller than like Marvel Legends and stuff?
They're slightly smaller than Marvel Legends, for the most part. They went up to Marvel Legends size when they swapped over to the DC Multiverse line.
Yeah.
Yep.
The figures.
Hold on. Jesus. There you go.
Goodness.
That's the size.
So, Spider-Man should be way shorter than
definitely a little
Superman.
smaller.
Spider-Man's supposed to be like 5'9", 5'10", and Superman's supposed to be like 6'2".
If those sizes were reversed, it would be perfect.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But I mean, the sculpt and design for these are awesome. I mean, I don't mind the scale if they were making a whole cohesive line for it. But unfortunately, this was towards the tail end, and
I can't complain too much about scale. I've got like 5-inch guys and 6-inch and 7-inch down here mixed with true 6-inch.
You've got 7 inches down there?
I got 7 inches everywhere.
Nice.
Wow.
That's adequate.
So I don't.
He's popular with the ladies.
Wait, I'm popular with the ladies?
What?
It's news to me.
I don't know. It's what I hear on the internet.
Yeah.
So I got a question. I got a question for everybody. I think everybody knows I like Doomsday as a Superman villain a lot. Okay? And I'm trying to get all the necessary Doomsdays that exist because I want all the Doomsdays, just like I collect a bunch of Supermans and a bunch of Spider-Mans and a bunch of Captain Americas and stuff like that.
Joker.
And Joker, yeah, I got a lot of Jokers. But also because I want to do it, like I'd like to get the Doomsday figures and do a big comparison video for the channel. However, is it worth spending the amount of money on the ones that I don't have? Because honestly, the only ones I don't have are the DC Icons, the McFarlane, and the Storm collectibles.
You got the
which
Matrix.
are all retardedly expensive. I don't know why the McFarlane one is retardedly expensive. It is, next to the Storm Collectibles, the worst looking Doomsday figure I've ever seen.
Well, the Storm Collectibles is based off of Injustice, and that's one of the worst designs for Doomsday.
Yeah, it's
ever.
that is the worst Doomsday figure I've ever seen. That Storm Collectibles one. The second worst is the McFarlane Doomsday, the one that came in that two pack. It's fucking awful. The Devastator, that's a Doomsdayized version of Batman, looks more like Doomsday than that Doomsday figure does. That Doomsday figure looks like a giant woke Karen that's been McFarlaneized into Doomsday. It's just a hideous looking Doomsday figure. Yeah. However, for the sake of like doing a comparison video, I'm questioning whether or not I should buy it.
Here you go, Sith. Here's some icons for your comparison.
Matt, I had a question for you.
Suggestion is just buy what you like aesthetically.
Yeah.
If you like the way it looks, buy it. If not, pass
I
on.
don't like the way it looks. I do like the way the DC Icons ones look. DC
What
Icons
is that?
looks.
What is that Starfire?
That is the DC Direct or DC Collectibles Starfire.
Okay.
How much did you have to pay for the Matty Collector Doomsday?
Her articulation's not the best.
It was $85.
85. So the super one is the one I need to pick up.
This is the Icons Nightwing and
The
Supergirl.
DC Select.
Mm-hmm. Those
they fit perfect.
Those are the two that I'm looking at because there's not a good DC UC Nightwing. There's a DC Superheroes one that looks
is that
awful.
Battle Lion from He-Man.
It is because I used the Battle Line armor on an extra Battle Cat to make.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute, that lion looks awfully familiar. It's
I
a
figured like it
stand-in
worked
for
out.
Beast
You
Boy.
got the bird, Beast Boy, lion that works out.
Yeah, it worked.
I gotta pick up that DC UC Cyborg. I love that thing.
It makes a really good teen Nightwing. He's a
That
little
DC UC Cyborg is probably my favorite Cyborg figure that you
Yes, he looks amazing.
made. Mm-hmm.
I can
All
hear
you
him
have to
saying
do to get
Booyah.
it, make him look accurate, is paint his damn robotic eye red. It's black, I believe. So I painted mine red. Other than that, that's the only thing I had to do.
And this is a great Icons figure too. She's
Yes.
got alternate heads with heat vision eyes and all that.
See, I'm supposed to be getting a eBay coupon for $25 off of purchases of $50 or more that I can use 4 times. I'm thinking I can get that DC Icons Nightwing. He's usually about $50, and the Supergirl is usually about 60 or 65. So
And
I get.
great Lobo.
I like that Lobo a lot.
He's on the Motu body, style body.
Yeah, I've got that one. And I like the fact that his chain is real chain too.
Yeah.
I actually built like a custom bike for him too. Like I got 2 of these. I liked it so well, I actually ended up building 2 of them.
Yeah, I think I might get the Nightwing and Supergirl, but I'm waiting for that. They keep emailing me to tell me that the coupon's coming and into my email, but then they don't send the coupon. They just send more emails saying it's gonna arrive soon. It's like, okay.
The Nightwing that I wish wasn't 7-inch scale is that DC Essentials. I like that one a lot. And he's not very expensive. You can usually pick him up for about $30, but he's just too tall for the rest of my collection.
Anti-monitor.
DC's like a lot of middle figures are kind of like undersized. So if you for display, I put that Doomsday and Dark Side with film, and they look perfect with them.
Matt, I was going to tell you, for the sake of you doing a comparison video and everything, I will gladly send you my McFarlane Doomsday for you to use.
Oh, you've got Karen Doomsday. Look at that thing.
The one you're needing, right?
That is the one I need. It's just he goes for $100 now, which is
Wow.
Send me your
retarded.
address. I'll get this sent to you.
Oh, do you have this
I'll get it
Doomsday?
sent to you.
Doomsday Infected Superman.
Oh, that, yeah. No, I've never picked him up. like he's a cheap figure, by the way. You can pick him up for like $12 on eBay, but I haven't picked him up yet.
Yeah, send me your address later on, Matt. I'll send this to you this coming week, like Monday or something. If I don't forget, I'll send this to you.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And your dolphin jizz.
Because I'm kind of getting rid of some McFarlane. I'm keeping a few for when the new Mattel stuff comes in. You know, like whenever we get like the first batch of figures, I can do like comparisons and stuff. So that's why I'm keeping a handful of them. But not much.
Wait, are you getting rid of him?
If you want him.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just going to send him to me for the video.
I mean, I could send to you for the video if you don't want to keep him.
I mean, I'll keep him. Yeah. Let me pay you something for him then if you're going to fucking send it to me.
Or do you want to trade? It don't matter.
I'll trade something to you or something. We'll figure something out. We'll figure something out off air. But yeah, if you're going to send him to me, then yeah.
Is that a multiverse Batman Beyond?
That is.
That is.
No, that's the. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mattel
That's
multiverse.
Yeah.
Sorry, you said
I was
multiverse.
gonna say, that doesn't-
This is Mattel multiverse.
I love it. That's my Batman Beyond I've got up there. That thing is awesome.
That's what I need big time. Because that's good looking Batman Beyond.
When he out of the box, his arms suck. So I actually painted up a set of the vampire infected Batman. They're double joint elbows. So painted those black, put those on there, and you can pop Marvel Legends feet on there so they work properly. So you get the ankle pivots.
Okay.
I don't know why that era of Mattel they had it almost right with the Marvel Legends style pegs in the foot, but they put the pegs straight down, so the foot can't swip. It can't do anything. You can actually take the feet off and re-drill a hole and get it right, or you can just pop some Marvel Legends feet on there. There's the DCUC Nightwing.
Yes, yeah. That one doesn't look as bad, but a lot of the time when I look in the pictures, he looks awful.
I like that one.
On the ads.
I think that's a good figure.
Have you ever used the unmasked Dick Grayson head for the Batman Beyond, Jared?
No.
Because I've heard that one's not a half bad Terry McGinnis unmasked head for Batman Beyond, for the Batman Beyond figure.
There's my giant poop
Clayface.
That's the
Clayface Build-A-Figure, by the way.
This is a Mr. Hanky.
Nah.
That's Angry Hanky.
Yeah.
But a good Clayface though.
Yeah.
I think it was one of the last Build-A-Figures they did, right?
That's one of the things that it kind of sucked at the time too, because they were going to do Toys R Us exclusive 2 figures that were going to give them alternate hands, like a spiked mace hand and something else. We never got them because they lost the Lions. Then Toys R Us went under too.
Which Deathstroke is that?
This one is a Mattel. I think it's based on a video game or something. I can't remember exactly.
It looks like the Arkham Origins.
Yeah, I think it might have been Arkham. The articulation sucks. They actually modified the articulation. I put Robotech joints in the knees and the ankles because the ankles and knees did not move. So I modified it. But sculpt-wise, it looks great. And we got the Lurch Superboy head here. Now, both these heads I don't like, but if you take this head and put it over here, it kind of improves this figure.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. I like those versions of Superboys, both of them.
Yep.
But those figures
big.
The Superboy Prime that McFarlane did early on is one of the best McFarlane multiverse figures of all time. It looks great. It's got a decent head sculpt. He's got the side-eye thing, but other than that, it's perfect.
Great Supergirl Power Girl.
Power Girl.
Do you have the Mattel multiverse Nightwing?
Yes.
How is that compared to that other one? The DCUC.
Did Mattel do a second Nightwing?
I didn't think
Mattel
Mattel did a multiverse.
Multiverse did a Nightwing. It's in the Batman Ninja. Batman Ninja.
No, I didn't get that one. I didn't get that one.
Because I've been wondering which one's actually better.
I remember it because I didn't get that most. I didn't get most of that wave because I didn't give a crap about Ninja Batman.
It looks like a pretty good figure.
Oh, and here's Peter Cullen signed off with G1 Optimus Prime. Still sealed the box.
Nice.
I'll always showcase that.
Matt,
Thank
what
you.
is,
Using
what do you
these
got for DC Direct, Matt?
using these like a Dragon Ball effects works great for He-Man.
Yeah.
Still the best head sculpt Mattel has ever done for He-Man, and they can't repeat it. What do you think, Ben? Is that not the best He-Man head sculpt?
It was good.
I'm waiting for Quinn.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it looks good.
I was going to say, like, I love that head sculpt. It took them forever to do a classic He-Man head sculpt, and the only way to get this head sculpt, you had to buy a figure called Molar. And that Molar figure is very expensive because this is an alternate head that comes with it, and because everybody wants this head. The rest of them came with their standard classics head, which, not great.
Matt, which DC Direct Superman do you have?
Fuck. I've got Hush. I've got Animated Cinematic Universe. I've got New 52. I've got two different classic kind of John Byrne era ones that are both slightly different. I've got one that's I don't know how to describe him. Kind of a mix between cartoony and like 60s era Superman. I've got a few DC Direct Superman figures.
Is there any particular you're missing or wanting?
Off the top of my head, the only one I can think of that I've been wanting to pick up. I'm sure there's more because there's a bunch of them. The only one I can think of off the top of my head I've been wanting is the. I definitely want to pick that one up. The Many Lives of Superman, the DC Direct one, not that new McFarlane one that just came out.
What, the Public Enemy Superman, one metallic? Was that another one?
I don't have him. I have the future version of him, the Public Enemies. I don't have the regular version of him in the metallic suit.
Okay.
But yeah, that's another one that I do want to pick up.
Okay.
And good build figure here.
I have one of his arms.
I've got several of the Public Enemies line, but this is the only. Well, I've got the robot Superman from this line.
We're just running off on a tangent. We got to talk about toys, and that's like us all of a sudden starts. I've got a question about icon sizes and DC icons compared to Marvel Legends. Then I'm like, I should just start showing pictures of my collection.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like looking at it. Looks nice.
It takes 2 hours to go through pictures.
Well, it's relevant to what we're
his
talking
collection.
about.
Well, if anybody happens to have, I know it's McFarlane, but I only need the head from that Superman figure. I need the what is it, the 40s Silver Age Superman? Because I'm working on a Shazam figure, and that head, since it's smaller, works perfectly on the Marvel Legends body that I'm using. But can't seem to find it anywhere, and mine never came in here at the store. So if somebody happens to find one super cheap, I will take it.
Okay.
But
Clean Collector says the DC's Direct Search for Kryptonite is his favorite.
I can't remember which one that one is. Oh, DC Direct. I mean, I get why some people don't like them because their articulation isn't great. I know that, but their sculpting and paint detail that they do or did is just phenomenal. I mean, and as much as I love Mattel, DC UC, and DC Multiverse, the sculpt and painting on DC Direct stuff was just leaps and bounds better than anything Mattel was doing. Their only downside was that they, very rarely did more than basic, like maybe 7 to 9 POA figures. You know, occasionally they would do something that had some more articulation.
Jared,
So I get why a lot of people don't like the DC Direct stuff, because a lot of people, that's their main concern is articulation. I get that. That's not my main concern.
I saw that you had settled for the Gold Kingdom Come Captain Atom as well.
Oh, I need to switch it out. I actually got the one I got restored recently, and I need to swap it back out. It took forever to finally get a decent price to a silver one, and I got it because all the paint was chipped up, so I restored it.
Yeah, but the gold one goes for like $5 unopened.
Yeah.
That's what I got. I was like, okay.
Wait, which one? What?
The
Captain
Gold
Atom.
Kingdom Come DCUC Captain Atom is
$5
compared to the
silver one. Because he's the one that people don't want as well, because it's the look that not as many people.
Yeah, nobody wanted that gold with all the red stripes on it. Everybody likes the classic version of it. So why they bothered making it is beyond me.
I wanted that DCUC one.
I need to swap that throne out now. I got the.
Oh yeah.
Got the Mephisto throne.
Yeah, that's actually a knockoff Mephisto throne. My collection's changed since then.
Oh my god! I pulled one off the shelf without knocking shit down. The one I've been wanting to get the DCUC one for a while, and then I found this one at my local shop, and I get that it's a different style, but I really, really like this one from Public Enemies.
That's a good figure.
And the paint and everything on him is just crisp and clean. He just lacks articulation, really, more than anything else.
If they would have made that like that, but gave it DCUC posability, man.
Dude, it'd be a perfect figure, yeah.
Would have been.
I mean,
that's one thing that killed me with the Public Enemies Mattel line they did. We got a Major Force, but we didn't get a Captain Atom.
If they took that Captain Atom, the DCUC version, and somebody took a liquid chrome pen and painted it up, man, dude, he would look fantastic.
I put Ben Lee in my MCU collection. He's got a cameo in my MCU collection.
I ordered the hell out of those Stan Lee figures a few years back. I could not keep them here in the store, man. People just, as soon as I'd get them, they were gone.
There it is. There's my bike I made.
Oh, nice. Is that 3D printed?
No, I actually hand sculpted it. I took one with like a tiny little short bikes from DC Direct, which had notoriously bad brittle plastic. And I took styrene and built it out. And
dude, that looks really good.
Wait, is that the one that I 3D printed the front for you?
Nope, this is different.
Or is that's a different one? Okay.
Yeah,
that looks really good.
Kyle. That Kyle Rayner is perfect.
Oh, that DC Multiverse from Mattel? Oh, yeah, that's the one I've got. I fucking love that thing.
That's one of my really old customs there. Made a Silver Surfer.
Looks good.
DCUC.
Man, I sent you a link. I found that metallic Superman you're looking for $25.
And I always loved the glow in the dark Spectre.
I think I still have mine.
Does he glow under UV light?
And under like regular just.
I don't know if he glows under UV light, but I know he glows when you charge him up with regular light. But I'm sure it would probably glow under UV.
Oh, Snake Eyes custom I made. Shield needed a closer.
Nice.
Shield needed a closer because Hydra was still around, so they just got Snake Eyes. And just Cobra actually, in the comics one time, tried to have Snake Eyes classified as a weapon of mass destruction.
Yeah.
I forgot what was in here.
We're not going to get a surprise dick pic, are we?
No.
Part of the collection.
This is not JB.
JB smiling.
It is part of the collection.
Oh my God.
There is a plastic man on the shelf. All my different.
So when are we going to see the Muscle Man the Naked Muscle Man on your shelf?
I don't know.
What?
The Naked Muscle Man that we saw last week?
You're talking to?
Oh, the skinless muscle man. Yeah, yeah. The one that was really happy.
Yeah, he was very excited.
Super close up to the Peter Cullen. My only regret was I didn't get him to sign up for paint pen. He just signed up for regular Sharpie. It's like he had the longest line at the con. It wasn't even a Transformers con. It was just a full like celebrity like con, and he had the biggest line.
Well, of course. I mean, it's Peter Cullen.
This Bizarro was a Walgreens exclusive.
Nice.
When Walgreens, I remember like people used to make jokes when Walgreens was getting Marvel Legends. Like, I can hear it now. Like people be calling them Marvel Legends.
That's the one that came in the package backwards, right?
No,
he's facing the wrong way, like on purpose.
I think that was Bizarro. No, it wasn't done that way. I think it was like a mispackage.
No, dude, I've seen him all over eBay like that. Every time I see him in package, he's backwards.
Mine was all packaged like this, just face out.
Is that the okay? Then maybe I'm thinking the wrong one. The one I'm thinking of is the Mattel Multiverse one.
That's it.
Yeah, I've seen him.
Mine was packaged with his face forward.
Then yours was the wrong one because that was the thing. Is he was
exactly the same, and I seen a buddy of mine got the same ones and facing them out.
Every time I've seen him in package, he's backwards in there.
Yeah, that's the one. That is.
Oh, by the way, that Supergirl right there, second from the end, fantastic figure. I want to get her picked up.
That's from.
It's very deceptive when I first saw a picture of her. Is that a weird articulation thing? No, it's not. It's just
it's just sculpt.
Just the line in the costume.
Yeah. I think these. Was it a 2-pack?
No. Well, I mean, they might have been a 2-pack, but that Supergirl you can get single.
Okay.
They might have done a 2-pack with them. I don't know, but yeah, that's a great Supergirl figure. I like that costume. Well done.
There we go. Here's Batman's. Various different Mattel Batmans. So here's the arms that this figure comes with. You get like little short, stubby like biceps, and you get like barely at 90 degrees, I think, of the elbow.
Yeah.
Zenla, or Batman, the crazy one, looking one. This one was like one of the ones that was kind of hard to get for me. It was the all black suit one. It's basically based on the Keaton style.
You know, I found those all over the place at one time when they were out.
At one point, they just kind of like disappeared. And there's one of Matt's favorite one right here.
Yeah.
The
Such a goofy looking Batman figure, but I don't know. I like it just because it's something different and unique.
It still kills me. They did this version instead of the one everybody wanted.
I posted in the private chat to prove Matt wasn't lying.
Oh.
What? Where?
Private chat.
Oh, yeah. That private chat.
Oh wow, $29.
That's how he's supposed to come. Every time I see him, that's how he's in the package.
I may be misremembering. I'll admit I was wrong. Let's go for there.
Yeah, every time I've ever seen him in the package, he's backwards.
We got 4th of July coming, so that one was fitting.
Uncle Sam!
Oh, we got all the patriotic versions, characters in May. Oh yeah, we're supposed to be talking about toy news or something, aren't we?
This is toys. Who cares?
We're toy talk, not toy news. So as long as we talk about toys,
not much toy news anyway.
Yeah, not
I'm
really.
curious. So I saw that post about the DC Sonic crossover.
Oh, dude, yes.
Is the Dark Side?
Let me
show
you.
5-inch, or is the Sonic 5-inch?
No, look. Let me show you. Here, let me screen share because I do have that pulled up. That thing is
So the
awesome.
Sonic figures are 5 inches tall each.
Shh. I'm pulling it up now.
Sorry.
Now you can only get the Dark Side if you get the pack. that comes with all 4. And he is a 7-inch tall Darkseid. So he's not huge for your 6-inch collection. However, he looks great.
And he's fully articulated.
Yes. He's got the double jointed and the bicep swivels and thigh swivels and all that stuff.
Those are pinless arms and legs.
Yeah. And he's
That's
7
great.
inches
That was
tall.
impossible.
And the thing is even the Sonic figures look great. The 4-pack costs $59 on Target. It doesn't release until October 1st. But it's $60. You get 4 figures, one of which is that Darkseid.
Mm-hmm.
So I grew up with Superman the Animated Series, where Darkseid is, he's tall, but he's not like
Right.
Yeah, he's like a head. Him and Doomsday were roughly the same size, which is they're about a head taller than Superman.
That's one of the things I never got the DC Icons Darkseid, because the damn thing was like 12 inches tall. It made no sense to me. Like, it was based on New 52. I regret not getting it now, in hindsight, but because the Grail, I love to have the Grail figure, and she is basically a Grail in name and want now, because she goes for insane money. You can get him fairly decent price, but by himself, but to get it complete in a box, both figures, you're going to be spending some cash.
These are cool Sonic figures.
Yeah,
I like them a lot.
I'm not seeing a Superman though.
No, it's Flash, Green Lantern, Batman, and Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Knuckles would probably be Superman.
I'll pick up the pack. And if I get the pack, I'll pick up the Amy as Wonder Woman too.
Yeah. But that's a good looking Darkseid figure, dude.
It is. That would so fit with it. Perfect for Icons.
Yeah.
Because like I said, the Icons Darkseid I thought was way too damn big.
It's for $60, dude. Like, this is a good 4-pack.
So
and then you get the figures separately, they're $15 a piece. So you want to get Wonder Woman on top of that.
$75.
You're $75 in for 5 figures. That's not bad at all.
Are these the Jack specific, or are these different?
These are Jack's.
I was kind of looking for an excuse, a reason to buy the Jack specific toys. Because they look good, but I love Sonic, but I'm not like
these
diehard
figures
Sonic.
are awesome.
Same thing for me. Like, I like Sonic, but I just don't really want to collect Sonic figures.
But if I can get
Sonic figures,
that's great.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Especially when they come with a Darkseid.
Now, did they make Flash slower, or did they make Sonic faster? Because those speeds don't line up.
Yeah.
Now, Shadow as Batman is inspired.
Yeah. Well, they should have got Knuckles as Superman.
They should have. That would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, $60 at Target. Again, it doesn't come out till October, but pretty damn.
I mean, if these do sell well, who's to say they won't do more members? Like
and they'll be at Target. I mean, it's this is going to be a Target exclusive. So
what they should have done is had like Uganda Knuckles as Bizarro Superman.
Yeah.
Let me show you.
Yeah, that would. If they did Knuckles as Superman, Uganda Knuckles as Bizarro Superman. Of course, they'll never do that. They could do what's his name? The meme Sonic as Reverse Flash. Have the meme versions of the characters be the reverse.
Yeah.
And they could do if they do a Wave 2 and they do Knuckles as Superman, they could do a Doomsday as like a pack-in figure.
So have Doomsday be the original live-action Sonic they replaced.
Yeah.
Yeah, ugly Sonic.
Yeah.
Well, and you know what they should do is do a Dr. Robotnik as Lex Luthor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Robotnik in a green power suit. Yes, that'd be cool. Green and purple power suit.
Yep. Anyway, these are cool. I definitely want those. Since I got this pulled up, I'm going to go through the shit I got pulled up.
Yeah.
This is the new Spider-Man movie. I wanted to share this with you.
Is there anyone here to... Save me from ice!
I'm here to help them and not you.
It's freezing up. We did. Matt froze up.
Yep.
He should know by now about when it comes to playing
God
videos.
damn it.
Yeah, you froze up and the video
Motherfucker.
froze up.
Damn it. Well, we can't show that then. Anyway, we'll get on. I can't show the video. I don't know why.
Post the link to that in the private chat.
I'm going to post that in the private chat because it's awesome.
I guess you could post it in both chats, but I want to be able to see it.
It's Spider-Man's new movie. I highly recommend it. SH Figure Arts, Cyclops, Marvel vs. Capcom version. I like it, except for his ass. Looks retarded.
He's got a thong.
He's got articulated
Got a
cheeks.
thong on, man.
That's going back to old Toy Biz articulated butt cheek days.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Why did SH Figure Arts do that? I don't know.
You know what that pose that they was a
Well, let's think. This is their first time doing a Marvel character. They don't really do.
No,
Marvel.
SH Figure Arts is not
No,
Marvel.
that's no. That
Not
is
their first.
that is
No,
such a wrong. That is such a incorrect premise.
I worded it wrong. I meant it's their first time doing like Cyclops. First time doing.
No,
him.
it's not.
It ain't really.
They've done tons of Marvel figures.
Yeah.
I said Cyclops. I said
I mean,
Cyclops. I know they've done Spider-Man and
I could
everything.
go pick up Deadpool and Wolverine.
Either way,
GameStop.
the figure looks really good, except
man.
for his ass.
Even when he's oh man, you can still
But
see
he's
his.
also very tiny too. He's like true 6-inch scale.
Well, no,
Yeah.
they dropped it out and said he's going to be 16.5 centimeters tall, so he's Marvel Legends height. Originally, it came out that he was 14.5, and then they corrected that and said no, he's 16.5.
Well-
Again, I wish they just do that in inches because you got to like do math to figure that shit out for us Americans. But
Well, other people don't use freedom units to measure stuff.
I know. But no,
Yeah.
originally,
There's other
it was
countries,
originally
there's other
reported-
places.
It was originally
other-
reported he was 14.5 centimeters tall, and then they're like, no, that's incorrect.
Those other places haven't been to the moon.
However, I would love to see a side-by-side comparison with this and the Mafex version.
JB, we see his
So-
ass. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
But anyway, it's pretty cool looking. I like it.
Is it American?
Mask. Mask. So we were already talking about this earlier in the chat, but it looks so wonderful.
This is the version that's going to be the SDC release, but this will get a regular releases too. This comes with extra stuff. It comes with those two as part of the exclusive.
But even just this
Yes.
looks phenomenal.
The rhinos, I never collected masks as a kid, but always loved how they look. And the rhinos, basically, like everybody's like,
Mm-hmm.
must get piece if you collect that and the Camaro, are the must to get of the line.
Let's see. What else do we got here? Have y'all seen this? The test prints for
Yep.
Shaft.
Yeah.
So loose collector Shaft from the Liefeld line.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth. I mean, it's just grayscale, but looks good.
Yeah.
This is a damn good looking figure. Only
I
got a
hope
couple
that's
pictures of it.
true to size, because sometimes they shrink from the 3D prints to production.
Yeah, which
hope-
I'm okay with because I don't think Shaft should be taller than Captain America. Like Shaft was not like some.
But
big,
this is not the
huge dude.
tallest Captain America figure, too, though. This is the old Wolf Cap.
Yeah, but
The
still.
new caps are taller than this one.
And
I don't mind if Shaft is a smaller figure.
Well-
he was, you know what I mean?
You like your shaft smaller?
They've
No, I'm
got-
just saying, like
no,
if he's
Shaft's head. They've
if
also
he's
got Shaft's head.
Spider-Man sized, you know what I mean? Like he didn't come across in the comics as a big tall dude.
Well, they've also got Shaft's head leaning down as well.
Shut
If you
your
notice his head, they got his head bent down, so he's not all the way up straight.
Whoa, your shaft's not straight.
Anyway, somebody made a Malik figure out of that new Thor, Dark Thor, whatever.
That's
Thor,
cool, but
Malekith, not Malik. Malekith.
well, it looks cool, but you could buy Malekith figures like dirt cheap on eBay.
Oh yeah, no, you totally can. Now they used the Null head with this body and did some paint work.
Which
I'm not saying you should do this because this is kind of between Null and you're going to spend way more than just buying a Malekith figure. However,
it's a custom.
It's cool. I like it. I like what he did.
Thor cheap for $10, but you can get the Thor cheap at Ollie's at one time for like $10.
Oh yeah.
The problem is the Malekith, not Malekith,
the
Null head.
Yeah,
that's expensive 2-pack.
Yep, but very cool kit bash here. I just thought these were kind of cool. Somebody on Instagram was doing some different interpretations of the Avengers. I love that Captain America.
This feels like Invincible universe.
It does kind of, doesn't it?
It does.
It does. But that's a cool look for Cap.
I like the
that makes me want to kit bash something like this with a G.I. Joe figure. I know it would be easy to do, but some of them are better than others.
Yeah, you could do the John Walker that's stupid cheap for the top, the torso.
Yeah. Or what I was thinking with something like this is Beachhead has a shirt similar to that.
Mm-hmm.
You do like some, I don't know. Anyway, you could work with it. You could kit bash that. Thor looks fine. Black Panther, nothing crazy there. Bald Hulk, shaved head Hulk. We got that Ant-Man looking very techno Ant-Man, which is a look he's had in the not that exact look, but he's had kind of
the future Ant-Man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hawkeye just looks like fucking Hawkeye from the run. The guy's name?
Just with a douchey haircut.
What is his name that did that run on fucking Hawkeye where Kate Bishop came in? I'm blanking on his name. Anyway, he's got kind of a similar look to that. Kind of a cross between that and Ultimate Hawkeye, sort of.
Yeah. That costume could have worked pretty well for MCU. Hawkeye.
Yeah. Black Widow just looks like Black Widow, cross between comic and MCU. Wasp,
looks like a mix between MCU and comic.
Yeah. Scarlet Witch is Indian now, I guess. I don't know.
I think they were trying to go gypsy, but they
maybe
she's got a little bit of what's her name from DC. Yeah. She kind of got that vibe going on.
Yeah.
In her street clothes form, she looks like a gypsy, but in her witch state, she looks odd.
Now this looks like Vision's daughter. Did you ever read that comic where Vision made his own family and everything?
I didn't read it, but I knew about it.
It was actually a really good story. He made a wife and 2 kids. This is kind of what his daughter looked like, which is odd, but they've got that there as Vision. We got Quicksilver, again, very MCU inspired, as far as I can tell. Captain Marvel. Just a big beefy bitch.
I gotta address, it says creeps get banned. It's got more laugh reacts than anything because they know no one's creeping on this.
It's ma'am, sir.
Anyway, Doom. Very interesting take on Doom. I don't know what to. I don't know. Not so much this, but this.
I think the whole thing is that Doom is my least favorite. Well, I didn't like the Hulk, and I don't like this.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Captain Marvel one was just funny.
I dig this. I dig an Ultron like this. This is cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's very Ultron.
Yeah, exactly. Having Ultron be less concerned with trying to mimic a human and just be efficient at what he's trying to do and take some of the kind of human aspects away from him is a cool concept. I like that. And then back to Iron Man. Anyway, so that was that. Then I ran across this dude's Instagram where he does these amalgam figures, which are awesome.
Yeah.
These are awesome, dude.
That Spider-Boy is...
Dude, these look
I will ask a question. Why are you not following him? You need to give him a follow.
I don't know why I'm not following him. I don't even know if I'm logged into Instagram here. Am I? Yeah, I am. Hey, there you go.
Okay.
So I forget what was her name.
Amazon.
There you go. Captain America looks great. Made with either an 80th or a 20th, probably a 20th.
Super Soldier.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, Super Soldier, not Captain America. You know what I'm saying.
85% Captain America. Spider-Man 77.
Anyway, I just wanted to look at the amalgam ones. Those were the ones I thought, but
They look good. Too bad that they don't actually make them for retail.
yeah.
It's still like crazy if you could do those.
Oh, fuck yeah, they would.
Oh yeah.
But you'll never get the companies to work with each other.
No.
I ran across this dude who made a bunch of Cops and Crooks figures from old Toy Biz stuff.
Popeye's been working out.
And to me, I don't know. To me, I look at this and the ball joint hips and everything really works with these characters. The cartoony nature.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, I like the way these looks, him using the older Toy Biz figures for these guys.
Yeah.
But he did a great job. GeneralJoesBeReborn.com. I don't know who that is, but ran across his stuff. This is awesome. Somebody made a full-size version of the Jetsons car.
Is that life size?
Yes.
No.
And it drives.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
That's awesome. I bet you they made it out of a golf cart.
I don't know what the hell they made it out of.
With like the electric motors and batteries, you can mix the
probably
crazy stuff a little more easier to make.
Doesn't that look awesome?
One of these days, those electric motorcycles and kit it out to look like a speeder bike.
Oh yeah.
With 3D printing, that should be like. I mean, it's going to take a lot of 3D printing, but that should be totally doable.
I love this. But the last thing I want to show you is the thing that I found this week that I love the most. Somebody made a life-size version of Thunder Road from Explorers.
No way.
Now, I don't think everybody in here is old enough to remember this movie.
I have it on DVD. I love that movie.
I love that movie. And they made a full-life version, 1-to-1 replica, and it's awesome.
Wow.
I want this so bad. There's like 3 people in the chat that like or knows what I'm talking about. If you're younger than 40, you don't know this movie. So
River Phoenix, Ethan Hawke, right?
Yeah, River Phoenix, Ethan Hawke, and I forget the third kid. He didn't really go on to do much.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wow. That takes me back.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what I had for this week. Now we can go back to looking at Jared's collection.
Oh, I've got some stuff pulled up too, though.
Oh, okay.
We're getting a T1000. It's out from Mafex. It's up for pre-order in Honolulu, Japan, and it's 12,800 yen. I'm not doing the calculations for you. You can figure it out.
Probably like $80 to $100, whatever that is.
If it's over, it's probably like
88, 35.
88.
Oh well, if it comes with a lot of accessories, then yeah, it'd probably be around 120.
But looks good. And with that, we're getting T800 and John Connor. Which is this the John Connor that Carl kills him? Was it Carl? Or is it one who protects him?
Well, let's just pretend that movie never happened.
That movie ruined one of the best freaking movies ever.
Yep.
What movie was that?
Destroy Frame
movie. It starts out with another T800 showing up and killing John Connor when he looks just like this.
Oh wow!
It makes Terminator 2 completely pointless.
And hey, James Cameron had his hand on the wheel on it, so.
Man, did he though?
He said he was involved with it mostly. Like they had him involved with it a lot. Dark Fate.
He was a producer, I know that, but
yeah, he wasn't involved in story wise. He's just cashing checks.
Yeah, he doesn't care at this point. He's made his.
I mean, the movie had to be bad enough. If
We're
I was
getting
going to say
con-exclusive bloody Homelander.
Mafex, sorry.
Moffat.
You're gonna put your pinky out when you say Mafex.
yes,
Moffat.
Well, Plastic Man.
He's Homelander's road.
That Homelander just had a nice.
He just had a nice glass of milk. Look at him. He just had a nice glass of milk.
No, he's Plastic Man's there in the scene with him. You know that expression you got right now, JB.
Wow. Ironically, that smile looks very familiar. Get back on screen, JB.
Put a cap on here, and that's JB.
Look at that. Look at that.
JB, you have to make this and make a custom JB action figure.
I could.
You'll have to.
Doing a Ultimates
I've
Terrifier.
got that on order for the store. Man, that is going to sell very well.
I love those memes like that. It's like when you hear somebody breaking your house and you're a Second Amendment lover, it's like you shot, then you go.
I still remember the actor who played Art right here. He played the Grinch in the Mean One. I still have that on DVD.
That is an amazing.
That is a pinnacle Batman. Too bad it's an exclusive.
Awesome. That looks like, other than the head, that is the same as my Night Crusader Batman.
It is the same. It's painted black.
They just painted it black. The head does look different, though. That does not look like the same as.
It's a different. It doesn't have the. It might be one of the variant heads it comes with.
Maybe. But everything else looks the same, just painted black.
Yep.
Yeah, I have the blue and gray one. I like that one better.
I got the blue and gray one. I bought it from you.
Ooh. Yeah. And
I love that thing. That thing's
Mayfix is
freaking
awesome.
awesome.
That's
Mayfix.
Nice
I gotta get
Spider-Man.
I've got the one Mayfix Boba Fett, and he is so nice.
I did hear that CT Toys, the company that knocks all the stuff, they have opened a warehouse in U.S. to start having stuff there and ship from the U.S.
Nice. I'm down. Is that the CT Toys Wolverine?
Yes, it is. I've got another CT Toys coming in hopefully next week or two, and I pre-ordered their Hush Black Suit Batman that they got coming out as well.
Nice.
This looks like something McFarlane is trying to find a property to since he's losing DC, because I don't want McFarlane to get anime properties. Just give all the anime properties to Jazzwares, because those figures are
Proportion-wise, that looks a whole lot better than his DC stuff.
Oh yeah, and I actually looked into speaking of that, I saw his Bleach figures, and the weird lanky stuff works for those fake characters.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I don't like his stuff. His figures are meh.
Yeah, I don't have any
I
connection.
still buy
to
them,
Persona.
but every now and then, I got Superman and stuff, and
I don't have any connection to the Persona 3, but he gets the Persona 4 stuff. I'll probably buy McFarlane figures again.
Yeah, I got those new Mega Mans on order. Woodman, Bubble Man.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mega Man does pretty well here.
the Amazon.
But
Did you hear
gentlemen,
Amazon shipping this?
it is that time of the night for me, guys. So until next time.
Bye.
See ya. So you say Amazon are shipping their silver bolts? I don't know if I believe that or not. Super 7, we were talking about they're doing the 3 3/4 inch O-rings. They're doing I Was a Man reaction G.I. Joe. These are, of course, it's Entertainment Earth, and plus Super 7 said they're going to start bumping their prices up because tariffs. Of course, they said that before the tariffs even took effect, so blame it on tariffs.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because of Super 7 in general, not because they're charging more.
Yeah, it's like Super 7 just sucks. We're getting some kind of weird looking droid from a show I didn't watch.
Skeleton Crew. Skeleton Crew describes the name of the audience. The audience was a Skeleton Crew. There was no one watching it.
I watched it. It was okay for a kid's show. It was, you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of like when we would watch the Ewok Adventures in the 80s. Like it was that level.
Yeah, everyone I know that watched it said it was just Goonies with Star Wars characters.
Yeah, that's all it was. It was not great. It was acceptable if you're a kid. Like that's what it was.
I watched 2 episodes and I was done. I was like, eh.
Yeah, like it's not made for adults, and it's not great. But I could see if I was a kid, I would have liked it a lot. You know what I mean? Just like when I was a kid, I liked Ewok Adventure. Although watching it now, it's awful. But like when I was a kid, I would have liked it.
Figure of a dwarf guy who will cook for you. There you go.
Hey, I'm pretty sure there's kinks
it's from the anime Delicious Dungeon. It's actually like I think it's a popular anime. They got. See, anime just don't stick to one type of genre. They got different things, and I think they actually explore different dungeons and like find stuff to cook and stuff and eat. I don't know. I've never watched it.
Resident Evil
thing. It's Resident Evil. Little subjects, San Diego Comic exclusive stuff. They're going to do a full size My Pet Monster like they did back in the day. My Buddy and Jim and hologram figures. Horrible looking Page Puncher's Wonder Woman. More Mega Man toys. Oh, this is finally going up for pre-order. It's going to be $92 on July 1st. The Fright Zone. And comes with, I think, a figure. We finally got the pre-orders up for Megatron, Studio Series Megatron. And he looks good. I like it. We got the last 2 Constructicons. Oh, and a reissue of Grimlock that a lot of people have been wanting to do. This Grimlock was the first Dinobot they did, and a lot of people missed out on them, and these secondary market prices was insanely overpriced, which Last Ronin, last year's Casey Marie. And so who's the daddy? Where do these baby turtles come from? Are they just new mutations?
Well, there was a female Ninja Turtle.
Oh yeah, IDW did do a female turtle who looked just like the other turtles.
Well, no, she
And
was from
just
the
like-
90s, dude.
Just like Adam and Eve.
Turtle. You're thinking about Venus de Milo.
That's not who it is?
No.
I don't fucking know.
The new one to come out, they made sure it's a turtle, so it's got to look just like the other turtles. So just name, and that's all you can tell the difference.
Yeah, Dominic Mysterio.
Bandai Shokoken is doing a Back to the Future 3 Time Machine Train, which
Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty cool.
back when I was a kid, like, I would love to see some like movies of Doc Brown and his family going on adventures.
Well, remember they did that. I don't know. Did you ever watch that Back to the Future cartoon? That Saturday morning.
Yep, I did.
$410.
Whoo! That's expensive. We're moving on. We're getting the Bandai SH Figure Arts Evangelion Ray figure. I never was in Evangelion.
Yeah, I try and watch it like 3 times, and every single time, for whatever reason, I don't finish it.
Yeah, we got both female pilots for Evangelion.
They're about $60 a piece.
This is kind of cool. They're doing like the Turtle Mass. This is the SDC exclusive this year, which This is one thing I like for SEC exclusives. It's like, this is cool, but I don't need it. I'm good on passing on it. So if I miss out on it, I don't care. But it's a skill. It's something we've kind of seen a different version before. Skeletor mixed with Shredder. But we get a throne with the Foot Clan, and the Skeletors have a stack on the flags. I will say it's cool looking, but I don't need it, so I won't be bothered.
Shredder.
I like what you called it better than what they're calling it. They're calling it Shredder.
Shreddator.
Shreddator is much better. Mattel Jurassic World Tyrannosaurus T-Rex Convention Center Crash Box Set. Oh, it's a little kid. This is somebody dressed up as a dinosaur. It's Godzilla.
It's not Godzilla. It is distinct, completely distinct from Godzilla to avoid copyright laws.
Oh, can you change the person in the suit? Or does it come with more than one? It's kind of cool. We're getting a new Ahsoka. Looks like a reissue from Big Bad Toy Store. Or Padawan.
Yeah,
Padawan.
I saw her and Sergeant Krell were getting reissued.
She didn't wear pants when she was originally Padawan.
Mm-mm.
Somebody have to repaint those.
No, they're sculpted as fabric, so you can't. So there are wrinkles there.
Maybe she's got wrinkly skin.
Yeah. This looks good. Jazzwires is doing Avatar Legend of the Book 3, Zuko. And that looks good. And we were talking about how well the Jazzwires has been doing, so.
Yep.
These look, if you like Avatar, I think this would be a good pickup. This one gets me, man, like $20. And you know that it's got soft goods, it's got effects pieces, great articulation, unique sculpts.
Ghidorah in gold?
He's a blingin'. OG, like when it was like all gold.
I didn't know Midas fought Ghidorah.
Issue, and there's the McFarlane Toys Collector's Edition Merciless and Batman Who Laughs 2-pack.
Skip.
They look kind of cool, but
Yeah.
Death Metal.
I
am at that point where I wouldn't read Death Metal if a gun was held to my head. Because
This one, I was so excited for it originally until I seen the scale. It's not even regular 12-inch scale. It's a weird 1/8 scale, so it's 10 inches tall. But
it's more affordable than Mondo's usual stuff.
Yeah, it's $155, which I'm surprised with Mondo, because it comes with a slew of different accessories and multiple head sculpts, hands, soft goods, weapons. All around, great looking piece, man. So if they could have done this at the like Legend size scale, I've been all over this.
The only other 1/8 scale character figure I have is that Hyper Real Luke, and I guess I could get Spike to fight Luke, but which would be kind of a funny what if, but
yeah,
that's the only other figure that size in my collection.
But man, their sculpts are so damn good, but I just don't collect that side of stuff. That's just...
Now, if this expanded into like a full line, you could get all the characters all in that one scale.
It's small enough for the cast of characters where you could buy with that too. It would be a great looking shelf if you could have like him and was it Mac and Faye and that'd be really cool. I love like to give him Einstein, little corgi. great looking piece. It was like definitely. And did anybody pre-order the Juggernaut?
I did. He's up for. I got him for pre-order on Big Bad.
I got it on Amazon, so I made broke order one. Heck, he's not compared to what the Hulk was. The Hulk was like only $5 cheaper than this. And this is
everyone.
cheaper.
I was seeing people complain about the price. I was like, he's like the price of 2 regular size figures, a little bit more, but that's like 3 figures worth of size right there.
Oh yeah, that's a ton of plastic on it. His arm has got more plastic than most figures. One arm.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got 2 giant, massive mitts. Oh, like open hand mitts. That one picture is circulating earlier, like had me a little worried. It's like it was almost like what they were doing, like with the GameStop exclusive Gamerverse Hulk, where they had one big arm, one regular size arm.
Yeah.
They use a fisheye camera on the Juggernaut, and okay, that's one arm bigger than the other. But it's sorry. This is what we should have got for Hulk, though. It's like all new body, all new skull, full articulated figure. I'm not saying the Hulk is still a great piece, but
he's going on the X-Men shelf. Definitely.
This would be good. Lead us into a good topic to talk about that happened yesterday.
We'd already talked about Ryan King.
Well, we didn't talk about it on here, so
we did talk about it on here. You were on your phone playing.
Yeah, I was 20 minutes late, so
yeah.
Ryan Ting was unfortunately let go from the team at Hasbro.
Yeah.
Which he's been with the Marvel brand team for a long time.
Since he put 2013.
Yep. Good chunk of his life has worked for Hasbro, and then they said, adios. We want to cut costs. Our shareholders are not getting enough money, so we need to fire you.
Yeah. But everybody does forget that Hasbro might sell toys, but they are first and foremost a business before, collectors.
Well, they've already, it's nothing new. They've been saying they're going to start firing lots of their staff anyway to cut costs to raise market share.
Yeah. Which sucks.
Yeah. Overall sculpt and look of this, I like it. It's interesting. The hips are the same looking hips from the original Build-A-Figure. They're almost ball-looking hips, but they're not.
There's some big butterfly joints up top, though.
Yeah, it's like, and they go forward. It's amazing that you can actually make a figure and butterfly joints go forward and not have be a rubber torso.
Mr. Geek, your thoughts?
No, it's a great figure. When we talked about it last time, it's a fantastic looking Juggernaut figure. I don't know that it's better than the Marvel Select. Certainly better articulation, but shelf presence, I don't think it's going to be better than Marvel Select, but it's going to be a close second.
Yeah. No big surprise. Every company's going to go making a Superman for the new movie. Bandai SH Figure Arts is actually showing some close-up of the torso of their figure.
What about the first clip that IGN them released? I want my dog. Where's my dog? Where's the dog, Lex?
I don't know. I avoided it because I don't want to watch more of the movies and trailers. I didn't see enough of the trailer to know that I want to see the movie.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
What's funny is if you'd gone back 6 months, I was much more looking forward to Fantastic Four than Superman. And as the trailers have come out, I'm now looking forward to Superman more than Fantastic Four.
I'm in that same boat with you, Matt. I am.
Like we talked about before in a previous show, it's almost like a repeat from when the first Fantastic Four movie came out. It's like it was pit up against like Batman Begins, and everybody was like all excited for Fantastic Four. Then when it comes time, it's like everybody was more excited for Batman than Fantastic Four. Finally got pre-orders going up, prices for the new loose collector figures for Quinn Comics, the new War Goth and Gold Lady Death, $82 and $110.
You mean Jason Momoa Conan?
Yeah.
That's basically what that is. It's like a mix between Jason Momoa, Lobo, and Conan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, Jason Momoa played Conan.
That would make a pretty good Lobo.
Remember that movie? Remember that movie he
what I was
did?
saying, Jason Momoa is Conan and Lobo. He's playing both of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Together into one character.
That would make a cool Lobo, though. Do you have to repaint? You'd have to repaint his skin, though. Like his entire skin have to be repainted
for $82. Yikes!
Yeah,
it's an expensive fodder, JB. You want to take that on?
No,
JB, you buy me the figure. I'll make the Lobo. I'll put so much paint and time into it.
Man, I was at $110. Like it's getting to the point where like
it's getting hard to choose.
It's like I don't want that.
I don't think loose collector figures are $100 figures. I just don't.
No.
They are. I get that they're a smaller company and smaller market and niche characters and all that, so I get there's going to be a price hike. But engineering-wise and paint-wise and stuff like that, like they're NECA level. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like they should be $35 figures.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look at and I like the figures, I like the stuff they're putting out.
And she didn't even have articulated butt cheeks like SH Figure Arts.
It's true.
Well, it's like this is cheaper. This giant figure is going to be cheaper, more likely.
What was like the 1,000 toys? Oh, the one I reviewed. I send the video that the figure is more of a $30. You know, we're only $30, but it's got shading, accessories, everything added to it to make it seem like a premium figure. So like $100, but it's not for that price.
Yeah,
$1.
Yeah,
full price. Where is this?
$70.
No price.
No price right now. But I was trying to find out what this one runs, but
Not today, ISIS.
Nope.
But this thing is, feels like the Not Pit is cheaper than, what was it like 50, 60 bucks, something like that. Huge figure. Now it's not a licensed product, but it's just so much for the level. I know it's a lower, like we were talking about, it's a lower niche. They got to pay for license deals, they're lower production runs, so it increases costs, and everything's all new tooling every time they do a figure. But still, this thing here is going to be probably cheaper.
They don't have to get the license. Haven't you? I mean, what about Ramen Toys?
Well, they're kind of doing that too with their Burning Hammer figures too.
Kong Studios also doing the Dragon Ball figures. They're doing the same thing. Like the Broly back here, they gave him a wolf head and called him a completely different figure, and yet it's a 10-inch Broly.
This comes with an extra figure, so you can rip them apart.
Ugh.
Nice.
An eye and a gut.
It was cool. I mean, it's just I don't know if it's supposed to be a game or whatever. It looks like just a giant demon Oni type thing. I think it's pretty cool though. Super hyper articulated, giant hulking character. Looks awesome. Here you go. I can get you some Breaking Bad figures. 160.
Toxic White. That was my nickname in high school.
You were toxic? Okay.
We're getting like a masterpiece scale, like Transarts Quick Strike. I was like Quick Strike. I had that Western cowboy accent. Yeehaw! Kind of like that, what he called like a Inferno blender butt.
What was that anime chick that was the post before this?
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
I have no
9
idea.
realms, 1/10 scale.
Tits McGee.
No, that's another figure. Do you have one? Here you go for all the furries out there.
Oh yeah. What was that Darth Vader though? I saw Darth Vader. You can't hide. 112
Studios Death Star Supervisor.
Or supervisor.
I love these third-party.
He needs a name tag that says that. Death Star supervisor.
Wait, who's doing this?
M Studios.
M Studio. Okay.
I love the name. It's 112 scale too.
So wait, so Death Star is it copyright license? Copyright? Like, I feel like that's as much of a.
You don't enough term of words where you can. So, as long as you're using it in a different manner.
Death Star Supervisor.
I mean,
How did your performance review go with your?
it's descriptive.
Yeah.
I mean, it is true. It is true because Darth Vader did roam around
it
the
is
Death Star
factually
a lot.
correct.
So I mean, they're not wrong. He was supervisor.
Another crazy looking.
Creature. That's Japanese.
Darth Vader is 17 centimeters tall.
So
So he's
nobody
gonna
knows
be.
what that is.
There's Lex.
Nobody in America knows what that is.
Bonjoy.
Convert.
Lex to go with that Superman we saw like last week, and it's got the same issue going on too with Peanut Head.
Peanut Head.
6.7 inches for the Vader, so he's gonna be pretty good in towering on the Marvel or Black Series stuff.
We get to my 112 scale figures. Oh, it's like a Fison body, like a seamless body, silicone body.
Mm-hmm.
Has anybody ever got one of those? Do those things like break down after a while, or
They normally do. That's probably what everybody's worried about with the Hulk. But this is super soft silicone. And if you move the figure too much, it can. They normally have like a metal skeleton underneath of them, and it can just wear through.
I've got that. This is the second time I mentioned it today, but the hyper real Luke, he's got a silicone body on a metal skeleton. It poses surprisingly well. I was impressed, but
surprised they never did. You know the one character they should do with a silicone body, Plastic Man. Right,
that would
JB?
make sense.
JB that would probably
Or Mr. Fantastic, one or the other.
If they did Mr. Fantastic or Plastic Man, I would get them. I'd also get Superman.
we know
as
you
well.
will.
Elongated Man was better
Superman
than
as well.
Plastic Man. So
Don't know what this is, but that looks to be like insane to draw. A lot of detail. Here you go. This is the one you were talking about, Matt.
It's McGee.
Definitely.
yeah,
1/6 scale Spider Woman Agent Honjori Street Fighter. Play toys. Me. It's got soft goods and plastic stuff on 112 scale. 1/6 scale, I'm sorry. So it's just a 12-inch figure.
Boo! Boo!
Yeah.
boo you.
We don't want 112.
Here
We
you
don't
go.
want 12-inch
More of
figures.
the furry people. Here you go.
Hey man, I think Lola Bunny bid everyone at least 10% furry. Okay.
All kids that watched it Space Jam and saw Lola Bunny, really, that day they became a man.
Yeah, that's y'all's generation, not ours.
Yeah.
Oh, what was y'all's then?
We didn't want to fuck animals when we were kids. So we just didn't have that.
JB, we took to see like RoboCop and Predator as children. So
Yeah.
we saw.
We also grew up in the age of like all sci-fi, all fantasy, and all comedy just had real women with real tits in it.
You think I don't watch?
And they
that?
would, and that was perfectly acceptable in a PG-13 movie back then.
Total
They
Recall.
don't do that anymore.
Total
Recall, where they put
at least you had a
three.
third hand.
Here's the truth. I saw RoboCop when I was a kid, and I even saw Predator as a kid. My dad showed me those when I was.
You met a
little.
predator as a kid?
That explains a lot.
Smith, you were snarling at you laughing.
No, or-
You grinning.
Show me on the Plastic Man where he touched you.
Oh, sorry, I was pre-ordering that Death Star manager.
Yeah.
Supervisor.
Supervisor, sorry.
That's the step
The
above
manager-
the manager.
Supervisor.
Tarkin was the manager, Vader was the supervisor.
We're getting a Enough Toys is going to do a not.
That's just a cardboard cutout.
I just want the head sculpt so I can do the supernatural figures.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, someone one of these days is going to make supernatural figures. It's going to happen.
No, it's not.
No.
It would have happened already. The show's been off the air for.
It will
6
happen. I mean,
years?
come on. We've got okay. What's the most obscure figure we've ever gotten made that you didn't think would happen?
Mr. Lee posts some really cool pictures, and I saw this. I love this.
Cooler as the Silver Surfer. That's a great idea.
Chrome's metal cooler as the surfer.
Yeah.
Which makes me want a chromed, which I have chrome one, but official release chrome. Which they can do back chrome, they just don't do it.
Mm.
Because look, SH Figure Arts did a chromed back chrome figure and released it. And look here, Super 7, somebody can make back chrome figures and the chrome don't fly off of it when you first touch it. All
Yeah.
their chrome Silverhawks, if you try to articulate them, the chrome just goes.
Yeah, there's enough demand. Somebody's going to make supernatural figures because I mean, we are going to be. A third-party company is making big.
I can hear Vegeta now. It's like, why does she keep kicking me in the dick?
Making Breaking Bad figures, so supernatural
Well,
could
I mean-
be coming out.
If we were going to get Supernatural, we would have gotten Smallville by now. Smallville was every bit as popular as Supernatural was
Oh yeah,
when it was
That's
on.
true.
And
it's backed by a well-known property. Like
and we still don't have Smallville. I mean, I know some came out when it came out, but you know,
Like
the best
modern
of the
figures today.
yes.
Jazz Inc.
I agree.
Dioramas is doing a 1/6 scale animated series Batmobile, and it looks amazing.
Well, who knows?
Yes.
Maybe Mattel might do it. Mattel might do Smallville.
I
I
hope so, but I doubt it.
It goes to by given enough demand for it, it will happen. If there's enough demand for Smallville figures, Mattel will do it.
But what I'm wondering is if there's legality issues there with CW versus Warner Brothers versus.
There might be. There might
Well,
be.
That's one of the things too, like messes with like Star Trek stuff, like for like sprites, because
Yeah.
it is
we-
so mangled and messed up.
While the shows were going, we saw a couple of CW like figures, but not nearly to the scale that like MCU stuff or like I think there's got to be something else going on there with CW.
Okay,
guys, I hate to be a pussy, but I got to cut out.
yeah, you gotta get.
Yep.
I got to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to work.
I just want to say this. This is part of the Monster Force stuff, like spin-off stuff. To me, what's the point of this? Because G.I. Joe just doing this, a generic troop builder with almost the exact same look.
Seems pretty sauce to me.
No, it don't seem saucy. It seems you're making a product nobody's going to buy. You're just going to buy the G.I. Joe for like quite a bit cheaper for the exact same product. It's not salt. It's not like they're copying it. It's just it seems like a very risky move for them to make to start investing like this when I can just buy a shit ton of classified troop builders.
Yeah.
These are like almost $40 now. Like King Collector was asking. They're $37.99 a piece. So to me, it makes kind of no sense why I can buy $25. I can buy a triple more for the same thing. Same type of helmet, same type of gear, same type of body. And I ordered 2 G.I. Joe classified ones, so I can have both versions. But it's just weird. We got some sneak peek pictures of the HasLab Snowcat, which I'm passing on. I don't need it. Matt, you have a good night, sir, and we'll catch you
See you, Matt.
tomorrow.
Hasta luego. Oh, JB, I'll send you that address, and then send me a list of stuff you're looking for.
Okay.
All right. Later, guys.
All right. Later.
See ya.
I've already said it before. It's like if this is the HasLab, which looks like it's guaranteed the HasLab, since we actually got pictures, I got to say one this year. Pass. I don't need a vehicle that's driven in the snow. You know what I would have bought? A Mobat, a Mauler, like the tanks, M1 tanks, like the M1 Abrams style tanks they have. What about that in a heartbeat? Which I'm kind of glad it wasn't, because I'm getting an engine rebuilt in one of my vehicles. So
Yeah.
Good for those who want it. I don't need it. Console Hero, Sega Genesis cartridge diorama piece of that game stuff, which is
It's kind of cool, but
yeah, like if we could have go like a work desk or something like. It kind of puts me in mind of like these little pocket diorama things you had back when I was a kid. That's
like when you go to like Books A Million or Barnes and Noble, and they got the little shelf that's got all the miniature trees and miniature beaches, and it's kind of that category. It should be like $6, in my opinion.
Yeah. If these are more than $10, no. $10 or more, I'm out. I would, if these are like $5-6, something like this, like the Street Fighter one, would be kind of cool to just have sitting on the desk. Have like on a bookshelf or something. I mean, or say the retail on these anywhere. Wow, $20 a piece.
Wait, it comes with a system?
Free warrant from the design of the cartridge price with the Genesis price system price of $50. Do you actually
there.
Is this the system what they're talking about? Like the bigger one?
It must be.
Yes.
That looks like $10 worth of plastic.
Yeah, that's way overpriced. We were talking about this, but yeah, they're more expensive than what I thought to be, but they're all new tooling. They're a lot more detailed than what the original stuff is, but so be kind of cool. I might have to see. I hope they don't try to push everything out at once.
Does that truck have a single rear wheel?
Oh, it splits off the two. These wheels here dock in back here.
I was gonna say, you buy a semi and then you're gonna limit yourself to a single rear axle.
Definitely with the Thunderhawk, and then definitely in Rhino. The rest of them, not sure about. We already talked about Cowboy Bebop, and the Superman, Page Punchers. We got the Superboy, which
The Superboy looks pretty good. I kind of like him.
Yeah, I'll try to get him. It doesn't look like we were hoping he's going to come with a soft goods jacket, but it looks like it's going to happen.
No, but he's gonna come with a comic book, and that's almost as good, right?
Right.
The sad thing is about him, they didn't even fix his height. Like, it's the exact same body.
Well, they're not going to.
Well, they are, but all you did really was trim some plastic out of the legs and stuff, and you could have made it.
That's expensive retooling. They're not going to do that.
Now that head sculpt is a lot better than the previous Superboy head sculpt.
Oh yeah.
That actually looks like a human being. That last one looked like something out of a
honestly.
horror movie.
Then you got this horrible
That
I
that
know what that head
awful.
sculpt is. This is why it's like these kind of products is what is telling people pushing Todd to get rid of license sooner. Like, just get rid of the DC license already.
This is one of those things too. It's like, man, this looks cool. I don't collect
This is Sid for Life's alley. Hot Toys.
I got one Hot Toys. I will buy one more Hot Toys if I can get the Hyper Real Darth Vader. I'll get the Hot Toys Darth Vader so that I have the progression of both Luke and Vader. But other than that, I don't
know who this Vader is. Is it something like the Death Star manager?
He's related to the supervisor, Death Star supervisor. Now I did look at the pictures of that Death Star supervisor figure, and it looks amazing.
You can tell it looks amazing. Set's eyes got real wide. Didn't you see that? Look at him.
Oh, $280. That's expensive.
That's actually not bad for a Hot Toys, especially one that's got that much sculpt.
It's all new tooling, so of course it's gonna be expensive. But then again, Jared, what's expensive? You spend $200-something on Transformers, so
that's Transformers. This is not Transformers.
I know.
This is a dolly.
That's actually
first time, man.
That's actually cheaper than the Luke was. So
we're getting we looked at Fright Zone, but Sharella is a new figure. Which
$30. It's pretty good looking figure.
Yeah.
You want to save 2%?
Oh, you got to buy the Grace School membership, which I already have. So $20. So might have to get her. We already talked about these but not any interest in any of that stuff.
It's very exciting.
We talked about that. We got from Joe Fest. We saw the Cops and Crooks line. This is a property that's been licensed out from Hasbro to Fresh Monkey Fiction. They're doing Bulletproof first, and these are based off the toy designs. So these look pretty good. I wish they were off the cartoon designs though. Some of the toy designs were kind of a little wacky. Like, why don't he? I know he's a cyborg, but why don't his pants go all out?
It's the wrong skin color, but that would be a good head sculpt for a custom Eradicator.
Oh yeah.
He's already got the little S curl.
I hate to run, guys, but I want to call it a night.
You still got so many tabs up, though. Look at that.
We're calling it a night.
I know.
And I've been sick all week, so I didn't get a chance to read the comics, so I think we're going to do a comics review tomorrow night.
Okay, Matt.
But anyway, everybody in the chat, thank you for coming out to hang out with us. It's Sid for Life, JB.
See y'all.
Pleasure. And we'll catch y'all next time.
Later, everyone.
Later.
Bye.
Ninja vanish.